Let us bring in Nicolle Wallace, who was just mentioned, and Bloomberg Politics Managing Editor Mark Halperin, who's already in Cleveland. Guys, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Nicolle, let me start with you. Jeb Bush says he thinks conservatism is dead.
Yeah.
Obviously, a lot in the Republican Party are worried about that with Donald Trump as their nominee. Do you get a sense as he zeroes in on a VP running mate that there's more at stake for him with this choice than there is for Hillary Clinton?
I do, and I think we focus on the names and we play this guessing game, but I think the central decision is which way does he go? Does he try to solve his one political problem, which is that people like Jeb Bush don't think he's a real conservative, or does he try to underscore the brand that won him the nomination, which is that he's an unpredictable wild card who's going to shake up Washington? They're two very different paths.
Mark, I think Nicolle set that question up absolutely perfectly. So assuming that a VP pick addresses some perceived deficit in the candidate, in your mind, what is the vulnerability that Trump most badly needs to address with his VP pick?
Well, Trump's biggest vulnerability goes to the main reason anyone should pick their running mate, which is someone who's perceived right away as qualified to be president. I think Donald Trump's the biggest problem he has with a lot of voters is he serious? Will he govern in a serious way if he's elected? And that is, again, that's what you got to do. You got to find someone. Al Gore, Dick Cheney, Joe Biden, all of them when they were picked faced criticism, but not one critic said, that guy's not ready. And I think that's what Trump should do. That's what I think he will do. Pick someone who people see as ready to be president.
All right, so let's make you go out on a limb a little bit more here. Pence, Christie, Gingrich, Flynn, those are the names we're hearing more than any others. Go with what Mark just talked about. Who's ready?
So Pence is a governor. Republicans love their governors, and he's viewed, I think, we put him in the safe category. That's the safe choice. Christie is probably the one that at his gut he most wants to pick. He has been the closest thing to a partner that he's had as a candidate, but he's got some baggage that he brings with him from Bridgegate. And then I would put Gingrich and Flynn behind those two.
Okay, Mark, I want to ask you about the Sanders endorsement. I'll give you a chance for, though, a one-name answer. Is there someone you think is at the top of Trump's list right now?
The top of Trump's list, let me check my devices, make sure no last-minute information. Okay. I think Mike Pence is. I think if Trump goes with his gut and his feelings, he'll pick Christie. If he goes with his head, unless there's a surprise pick, and I still think it's possible the showman has a surprise in his back pocket, then I think it'll be Pence.
Let the record reflect that was several more than one word. Let me ask you about Hillary Clinton and the endorsement of Bernie Sanders today. Took Hillary Clinton 4 days to endorse Barack Obama in 2008. It's been more than 30 days, and Sanders is finally coming around. Can he convincingly endorse her and make that sales pitch for her today, Mark?
I think if Sanders is warm and fuzzy today, he'll pull it off, and he's not going to be, right? His personality is not one that normally shows a lot of embrace. But look, his supporters are serious, and there's policy differences still between Sanders and Clinton, much more than there ever were between Obama and Clinton. So I think a lot of his supporters will be disappointed, but today will go a long way towards bringing many of his people into the tent, and Clinton needs them.
All right, Nicolle, I'll give you a two-word answer. Is Bernie Sanders going to be warm and fuzzy today?
No way.
I wanted to say Nicolle stuck to the rules.
Exactly right. Mark, thank you. Nicolle, thank you as well.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.